Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Rosayan. Today I discuss 10 important questions for NEET and JEE 2020. Let's start the first question. Which of the following has the smallest ionic radius? This question comes from periodic table class 11. Generally in this type of question, the cations and anions are isoelectronic. Isoelectronic means they contain same number of electrons. Clear? Here the cation and anions are, the anions is F minus and the cations are Na plus, Mg plus 2 and Al plus 3. Clear? Here the number of proton, that is equal to, for fluorine that is equal to 9, for sodium that is equal to 11, for magnesium 12, and for the aluminium that equal to 13. And the number of electron, that for the F minus, here the number of electron equal to 10 because it gain 1 electron, and for sodium that is equal to 10 because it lose 1 electron, and for magnesium that is equal to 10 because it lose 2 electron, and for aluminium plus 3 that is equal to also 10 because it lose 3 electron. Clear? Now you see the all cations and anions are contain same number of electron, but here the difference is the number of proton. Now you know the nuclear charge is directly proportional with the number of proton. So the attraction of nucleus is high where the number of proton is high. So here the ionic radius is smallest. Clear? Okay. Now I see the short tricks for this type of question. What is the short tricks? Here the ionic radius is directly proportional with the negative charge. Clear? And so the ionic radius is inversely proportional with the positive charge. That is clear? So higher the positive charge, smallest the ionic radius. Okay. So the right answer is option D, Al plus 3. Clear? See the next question. Calculate the number of valence electron in the complex. This question comes from the coordination compound class 12. Okay. Number of electron. We know the electronic configuration of chromium, that is 3d5 4s1. So it contribute 6 electron. Okay. And H2, that is a monodentate ligand, it give only one lone pair, so it contribute, each H2O contribute 2 electron, and SCN minus that contribute 1 electron. Okay, so the number of valence electron, that is equal to 6 plus 5 water molecule, so 5 into 2 plus 1 SCN, so plus 1, and as here the charge is plus 2, that means it lose 2 electron, so minus 2. So the answer is 16 electron. So the right answer is option C, 16 electron. Clear? Okay, see the next question. Sublimation energy of I2 is 57.3 kilojoule per mole. That means del HS equal to 57.3 kilojoule per mole. and the enthalpy of fusion, that means del HF equal to 15.5 kilojoule per mole. You have to find out the enthalpy of vaporization of I2. That means del HV equal to. Now you write the equation I2 solid to I2 liquid to I2 gaseous. Okay. Now the enthalpy of sublimation energy. Sublimation energy means iodine solid to gaseous, that is equal to 57.3 kilojoule per mole. Now the enthalpy of fusion. Fusion means solid to liquid, that is equal to 15.5 kilojoule per mole. Clear? You have to find out the enthalpy of vaporization, that means liquid to gas. I let this is equal to x. Now I can write 15.5 plus x, that is equal to 57.3. Now x equal to 57.3 minus 15.5, that is equal to 41.8. That means the right answer is option A, 41.8 kilojoule per mole. Clear? See the next question. How many atoms are present in BCC? Very simple question. The number of atom equal to 2. C is the right answer. You know, for simple cube unit cell, the number of atom equal to 1. For BCC, the number of atom equal to 2, and for FCC, the number of atom equal to 4. How it is 2 for BCC? See, this is the BCC unit cell. Here 8 atom present at the corner with the contribution 1 by 8. So number of atom contribution, that is equal to 1 by 8 into 8 plus 1 atom at the body center with full contribution, that means 1. So the number of atom equal to 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. See the next question. Ozonolysis the double bond, and which of these will give the formaldehyde? Okay. Now how will you determine the ozonolysis product? Very easy. Only divided the double bond and join 2O. Divided the double bond and join 2O. So here the product is CH3CHO and CH3CHO. That means 2 mole CH3CHO, acetaldehyde. Now what is the product here? Here the products are CH3CH2CHO and HCHO. CH3, CH3, CH2, CHO and HCHO, formaldehyde. Okay. What is the product in the option C? Here divided the double bond and join OO. That means CH3CO, CH3CO, CH3, acetone, CH3CO, CH3 and CH3, CHO. And what is the product here? 2 mole CH3CO, CH3. Clear? So where we get the formaldehyde? From the option B. So B is the right answer. Clear? Okay, now see the next question. BaCO3 which gives BaO and CO2, and it is an endothermic reaction. That means in the forward reaction heat is absorbed. Now you have to determine the condition where the formation of BaO is favored. Okay, this question comes from equilibrium class 11. Now first I write the equation, that is BaCO3 which gives BaO and CO2, and this is an endothermic reaction. That means here heat is absorbed. Clear? Okay, now see the first question. Here decrease the temperature. Now if you decrease the temperature of this system, the reaction will go to this direction where it increase the temperature. That means the reaction is go to the backward direction, because in the forward direction we see the heat is absorbed here. Clear? So first condition cancel. Now see the second condition, decrease the pressure. If you see the reactant BaCO3, it is a solid. Okay, now BaO, it also a solid, but CO2 it is a gas. So in the forward direction the pressure is increased. Clear? Now if you decrease the pressure, the reaction will go to this direction where it increase the pressure. That means the reaction will go to the forward direction. Okay, so this is the right answer. Now I see the next condition, option C, increase the concentration of BaO. If you increase the concentration of BaO, the reaction will go to this direction where it decrease the concentration of BaO. That means the reaction will go to the backward direction. Clear? Now if we increase the pressure, the reaction will go to this direction where it decrease the pressure. That means the reaction will go to the backward direction, because if we go to the forward direction the pressure is increased because the gas CO2 is often. So the right answer is option B, decrease in pressure. Okay, see the next question. Lucas test used to distinguish between. Very easy question. Lucas test is used to determine the 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. So the right answer is option B. Now what is the Lucas reagent? Lucas reagent is ZnCl2 and HCl, which produced the Cl minus ion. That means it is a nucleophile. Okay, so the reaction is SN1 reaction. Here the reaction is SN1. That means here the carbocation is formed at the first. Now for the 1 degree alcohol, 2 degree alcohol and 3 degree alcohol. Now the 3 degree alcohol produced the 3 degree carbocation, and which is more stable and formed more easily, and then Cl minus ion is attacked. Okay, so here the turbidity is formed instantly. Clear? But for the 2 degree alcohol which form the 2 degree carbocation, here then the Cl minus ion is attacked. So the 2 degree alcohol form the turbidity after 5 minutes. Okay, and the 1 degree carbocation is not formed, so this reaction is not possible. So the 1 degree alcohol not give any turbidity. Clear? So the Lucas test can easily distinguish the 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol. Let's see the next problem. iodoform test is shown by which of the following give the iodoform reaction? Now, what is the condition for the iodoform reaction? The compound either contain CH3 CO group, or the compound must contain CH3 CHOH group. Okay, example, CH3 CO CH3, that is acetone, which contains CH3 CO group, so it give iodoform reaction. Here has an exception, which is CH3 NH CO CH3. Though it contains CH3 CO group, but it not give iodoform reaction because it is an amide. Amide not give iodoform reaction. Clear? Now, the next example, CH3 CH2OH. I write it this CH3 CH2OH, which contain CH3 CHOH group, so it give iodoform reaction. Clear? Okay, let's see the options. Glycerol, which is CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. Okay, next see the ethanol, that means CH3 CH2OH, which contain CH3 CHOH group, so it give iodoform reaction. Option B, propanaldehyde, which is CH3 CH2 C double bond OH, propanaldehyde. So here not presents this and this group, so it not give iodoform reaction. Next, option D, which contain diethyl ether. Diethyl ether means CH3 CH2 O CH2 CH3. Here also absence of this and this group, so it also not give the iodoform reaction. So which give the iodoform reaction? Option C, that means ethanol. So the right answer is ethanol. Okay, next problem, which of the following pair present the pseudo halide and polyhalide respectively? Now I discuss fourth term. First, halogen. We know halogens means fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. Next, interhalogen. I dot H. Interhalogen. They contain more than one halogen. They contain more than one halogen. Example, IF5. Here I and F, they are halogens. That means IF5 is a interhalogen compound. Clear? Next I discuss the next term, pseudohalide. Pseudohalide means ions contain more than one electronegative atom. More than one electronegative atom with at least one nitrogen. Clear? And it act as a halogen, so they are known as the pseudohalide ion. Example N minus, it contain nitrogen. Clear? OCN minus, it contain nitrogen, so they are the pseudohalides. Clear? Okay. Next, I discuss the term polyhalite. Polyhalite means halide ion. Halide ion react with interhalogen compound. Clear? React with interhalogen compound give polyhalite. I write in short P.H polyhalite. Example BRI. It is an, I write the example here. BRI. It is an interhalogen compound which react with I minus. This is an halide ion. Give Bri2 minus. This is the polyhalite ion. This is the example of polyhalite ion. Clear? Now see the options. The option A, first example is OCN minus. It is a pseudo halide because it contain N minus. Okay, and Bri2 minus. This is the polyhalide ion. Clear? This is the polyhalide ion. So it is the right example. So the right answer is option A. Okay. See the next problem. Arene diazonium salt. That means aromatic diazonium salt, which is N2Cl. Result from the reaction of nitrous acid. So it produced by the reaction of nitrous acid means HNO2, or we say NaNO2 HCl at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. So what is the reactant? Here the reactant is aromatic amine, which is 1 degree amine. This react with HNO2 or NaNO2 HCl 0 to 5 degrees Celsius gives benzene diazonium chloride. Clear? So it is the 1 degree amine give this product. So the right answer is 1 degree amine. It is the right answer. So here I complete 10 questions. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel Rasayan in this button. Thank you.